Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey season replay here on the channel. Block number 11 is taking us to November 12th, 2009 for an Eastern Conference matchup at Madison Square Garden between the Atlanta Thrashers and the New York Rangers. We are jumping into this one, and we're playing Inside the Crease Hockey tonight. As we do when we play Inside the Crease Hockey, we are jumping in at the start of the third period. In this case, we are tied at 2. As it's been a very tight game so far. And I just heard thunder, so we might be getting a little bit of rough stuff here tonight. At least where I'm actually playing the game from. But without any further ado, I'm just finishing up a little bit of setup. Here we go. Okay, just making sure I've got the right stream so I can capture chat. We are all set, so let's jump right in. Faceoffs are even for both teams. Prospel is going to get kicked out, so Gaborik will step in and take the faceoff for the Rangers, which makes it +2 to Atlanta. And a +8 will be enough to pull it over to Roosevelt for the Rangers, and we're off to start this game. That'll get passed up to Gaborik. Loose puck if the lefty's hit is greater than or equal to 1. Enstrom is a 2, so that'll be a loose puck. Offensive right wing versus defensive lefty in a puck battle. That'll go back to Gaborik. Gaborik with it for the Rangers. He'll pass that over to Avery. Takeaway if the right wing's take is greater than or equal to 1. Afinogenov is a 4. He will take that puck away. Ticking down time. That'll get passed over to the right defenseman, Bogosian. Takeaway if the left wing's take is greater than or equal to 5. Avery is a 2. Bogosian will get that with a 40. That'll be an assist chance. He'll be setting up Kovalchuk. Uh-oh, this is a bad guy to be setting up with a shot 5, because that's what a 5 is going to be on Lundqvist. Shot 5, that's a 25, and score! Ilya Kovalchuk gives the Thrashers the lead here in the early stages of the third period, 1 minute in, 3-2. Arena groans. Ugh. Let me check Chat GPT before we go for an assist, because I do use Chat GPT to generate my game situations for this replay. Let's see what it told me as far as goals are concerned. Checking division standings. Here we are. So this is actually Kovalchuk's second of the night. First assist is going to be from Bogosian, and we'll flip over a card to get another assist. So we'll find that Afinogenov also assisted on the goal. As it is now 3-2 in favor of the Thrashers. Faceoffs are back to being even. We'll bring the teams back to center ice. Faceoff coming over to Prospel for the home team, and we're off once again. That'll get passed over to the right wing. Takeaway if the right D's take is greater than or equal to 6. Bogosian is a 3. Gaborik will get that with a 33. That'll be an assist chance for Gaborik. He will set up Giriardi with a 40. That'll be a shot 0 against Hedberg. 96. That'll get dropped off. That'll be Antropov picking that up for the Thrashers. 18:20 to go. Passing over to Enstrom. Force dump in if the center's defense is greater than or equal to 6. Prospel's a 2. A 32 for Enstrom. He's going to make a pass. That'll move over to Bogosian. We'll tick down time, and we've got line changes. Sounds like it just started. Nope. I was going to say it sounds like it just started raining, but it hasn't yet. Bogosian with the puck. He will get off the ice once he makes his move with it. And we'll see what that move is momentarily. Once I finish the rest of the line changes. Okay. We're all set there. We'll get the curtain back in place. There we are. That'll get passed up to Peverly. Takeaway if the center's take is greater than or equal to 7. Dubinsky's a 3. 22 for Peverly. He's going to give that away. We'll check for a breakaway. Left wing if the break is greater than or equal to 1. Higgins is a 1, so he's in on Hedberg alone with a shot 5. That'll be a 32 on a shot 5, and a rebound chance Offensive right wing +2 versus defensive left D. Even without the +2, Callahan will have a rebound shot on a 26. He'll give that away. And that'll be if the center's break is greater than or equal to 5. Peverly's a 4. He'll just miss a breakaway. Ticking down time. Pass over to Kane. Loose puck if the right wing's hit is greater than or equal to 1. Callahan is going to jar that puck loose. He's a 5. We'll have a loose puck. Face off with a possible injury. So that'll get sent into the bench, and we'll have a face off. I don't play with injuries. Just in case you're wondering why I'm not doing that part. I'm just going to take a quick drink, and then we'll drop the puck. The teams are going to come back to neutral ice as the Thrashers lead 3-2 on Kovalchuk's second of the night. Face-offs are +1 to Atlanta. That'll come over to Kubina, and he'll have that. He will be off again. Passing over to Hainsey. Interception of the center and left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 12. Higgins and Dubinsky are 6, so that'll be a 2 for Hainsey. He'll make a shot 2 against Lundqvist. A 9 on a shot 2 is a rebound chance. And that'll be home right wing. That'll be over to Callahan with that for the Rangers. Passing over to Higgins. Forced dumping if right wing's defense is greater than or equal to 1. Little is a 2. That'll get dumped in. That'll sail in on Hedberg. He's going to see some funny bounces. He'll cover that one and get the face-off. We'll take that face-off to the right of Hedberg. Face-offs are still +1 to Atlanta, which will go over to Hainsey on a huge defensive zone win, and we're off once again for the Thrashers. Passing up to Kane. Interception at the right wing and right D's defense is greater than or equal to 6. They are. That will be Callahan making that interception. 16:20 to play. Passing over to Dubinsky. Interception at the lefty and right D's defense is greater than or equal to 12. They're a 9. 25 is going to be a pass by Dubinsky. He'll move that over to Callahan. And we will have line changes once again. Let me make sure Armstrong is our third line right winger for the Thrashers. He is. Okay, Callahan with that. He'll get off the ice after this pass. That'll go over to Drury. Penalty if the lefty's penalty is greater than or equal to 2. It's a 5 is Schubert. A 20 for Drury. That's going to be a giveaway, so that'll get touched up. We'll check the penalty range. 16, Schubert will have a penalty. He'll go off for 2 minutes for tripping. So we'll change out our defensive pairings. And the Rangers will be on the power play. Faceoffs are +6 to New York. Visitors going to get kicked out. Still +6 to New York. +4 is not going to have to pull that over to the Thrashers. That'll be Leisen with it, with the Rangers looking to tie this game. And I'm going to use a green block to signify penalty time. And we're off on the power play for the Rangers. Passing over to Gilroy. Forced dumping if the lefty's defense is greater than or equal to 4. Enstrom is a 4. That'll get dumped in. Puck battle, offensive left wing +3 versus defensive right D. Because of home team tie, Brazier will have that for the Rangers. 15:20 to play. That'll get passed over to Leisen. Forced dumping if the left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 2 or 5. Kozlov is a 2. 2 on the power play is going to be a shot 4 on Hedberg. That's a 6 on a shot 4. Rebound, and Hedberg's gone hot. Visiting left defenseman. That'll be Enstrom with that puck for the Thrashers. 15 minutes to play. Passing up to Kozlov. Forced dumping if the right wing's defense is greater than or equal to 2. Leisen is a 2. So that'll get dumped in. We'll have a puck battle. Visiting right wing Armstrong versus home left D +1. That'll go over to Redden. Redden with it for the Rangers. Passing over to Gilroy. Penalty if the center's penalty is greater than or equal to 5. We have no center right now. 13 on the power play. That's going to be a shot 0 on Hedberg. 65 on a shot 0. Hedberg will hold on to that one. He'll get the face-off. And I'm I feel my nose running a little bit here. No idea why. A little annoying, but nothing I can do for it right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of Friday night hockey here on the channel. Face-offs remain +6 to the Rangers, so let's see what we get going on here. +9, we'll pull that over to Armstrong, and the Thrashers are off on the penalty kill. That'll get passed over to Kozlov. Force dumping if the left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 1. Bergier is a 1, so that'll get dumped in. Puck battle, offensive left wing versus defensive right D +2. The plus, even without the +2, because Gilroy's on the home team, he will have that puck. And the penalty is over just in time for line changes. As the Rangers couldn't do anything on the power play. Arena groans. Ugh. Slight frog in my throat. Gilroy will get off the puck. Will get off the ice once he makes his move with the puck. That'll get passed over to Girardi, and he'll get off the ice. Interception if the center and right wing's defense is greater than or equal to 6. Reasoner and Thorburn are a 5. Girardi will have that with a 16. He'll make a pass. He'll move that over to Roosevelt. 13:40 to play in the third. Passing back to Girardi. Interception of the center and right wing's defense greater than or equal to 12. They're a 5. 24, that's going to be another pass by Girardi. He'll move that over to Christensen. 13:20 to play. Force dumping if that's going over to Ansimov. Force dumping if the center's defense is greater than or equal to 4. Reasoner's a 3. 26, that'll be a pass by Ansimov. That'll go over to Kotelik as the fans are getting restless here at Madison Square Garden. 13 minutes to play. That'll get passed over to Girardi. Loose puck if the center's hit is greater than or equal to 6. Reasoner's a 2. 32 will be another pass by Girardi. Going up to Kotelik. 12:40 to play as the Rangers look for a lane out of their own zone. That'll get passed over to Roosevelt. Interception of the center and left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 6. Bolton and Reasoner are a 4. 15 for Roosevelt. That'll be another pass. And that'll move up to Kotelik. 12:20 to play. Passing over to Girardi. Interception of the center and right wing's defense is greater than or equal to 5. It is. And as the Rangers get trapped in their own zone, Kubina will have that puck just in time for line changes. Kubina will, of course, get off the ice once he makes his move with the puck. As we have 12 minutes to play here in the third. That'll get passed up to Finneganov. Force dumping if the left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 7. Delzato's a 3. 28 for Finneganov. He's going to make a pass. That'll move over to Schubert. 11:40 to play here in the third. Passing up to Kovalchuk. Loose puck of the right D's hit is greater than or equal to 4. Stahl is a 4. He's going to land a bone-jarring check on Kovalchuk. And that will be a loose puck. Defensive right wing, that'll be Gaborik with the puck for the Rangers. 11:20 to play. Passing over to Stahl. Force dumping if the center and left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 5. Kovalchuk and Antropov are a 4. Stahl will have that with a 29. He'll make a pass. And that'll go up to Gaborik. 11 minutes to play here in the third. Still not rainy yet. I keep hearing like it's going to start raining. Gaborik gets the pass, though. Force dumping if the lefty's defense greater than or equal to 8. Schubert is a 3. Gaborik will have that with a 38. He'll make an assist chance. That'll go over to Delzato with a 10. That'll be a shot 5 for Delzato against Hedberg. 48 on a shot 5. That's a goal, except if he's hot, it's a rebound, and Hedberg is hot, so that's a rebound. Offensive left wing versus defensive left D +4. That'll go over to Schubert for the Thrashers. 10:40 to play. Passing up to Antropov. Takeaway if the right D's take is greater than or equal to 1. Stahl is a 3. He'll take that puck away. 10:20 to play. Passing up to Prospol. Force dumping if the left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 4. Kovalchuk is a 2. 26, Prosper will make a pass. That'll move over to Stahl. 10 minutes to play, and we've got line changes. Stahl is, of course, the last player on the ice for the Rangers. He will jump off the ice once he makes his move with the puck. He will pass that up to Higgins, and then he'll get off the ice. Loose puck, if the lefty's hit is greater than or equal to 6, Enstrom's a 2. Higgins will have that with a 17. That'll be a shot 0 against Hedberg. An 83, that'll get dropped off by Hedberg. Peverley will come back to track that one down. 9:40 to play. Passing over to Enstrom. Takeaway if the right D's take is greater than or equal to 2. Gilroy is a 2. He'll have that puck. 9:20 to play. Passing up to Callahan. Interception if the left wing and lefty's defense is greater than or equal to 8. Kane and Enstrom are a 7, so they will just miss that. 23, that'll be a shot 0 on Hedberg. Actually, I don't know why I've moved that. Should be over to Callahan. That's a 12 on a shot 0. That'll be a rebound. Visiting left wing, that's over to Kane. 9 minutes to play in the third. Passing over to Peverley. Takeaway if the right D's take is greater than or equal to 8. Gilroy's a 2. Peverley will have that with a 16. That'll be a shot 0 on Lundqvist. 77. Lundqvist will make that save. He'll hold on for the face-off. And while the teams line up to the left of Lundqvist, I will mention that Block 12 tomorrow will take us into Stratomatic Hockey and the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for another Eastern Conference matchup. This one between the New Jersey Devils and the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, just clipping everything back together here. And now face-offs are +1 to Atlanta. A +7 will pull that over to Gilroy for the Rangers, and we're off with a big offensive zone win for the Rangers. Passing up to Dubinsky, penalty if the lefty's penalty is greater than or equal to 3, Enstrom's a 2. Dubinsky will have that with a 7. That'll be a shot 3 against Hedberg. 35 on a shot 3 is a rebound. Home right wing, Callahan's got that with a 33. He's going to make a pass, and that'll go over to Higgins. 8:20 to play in the third. Passing over to Gilroy. Interception of the right wing and right D's defense greater than or equal to 10. They're a 6. Gilroy with a 21. He'll make a pass, and that'll move up to Higgins. 8 minutes to play, and we've got line changes. Higgins with the puck for the Rangers. He'll pass that over to Drury, then get off the ice. Penalty if the center's penalty is greater than or equal to 1. White is a 2. Drury will have that with a 36. He'll make a pass, which will get touched up, and then we'll check the penalty. 19 plus the opponent if the penalty is 2 or higher. Drury is a 2, so we're going to have matching minors. They're both going off for hooking. So we're going to have a little 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 2 minutes. Okay. Face-offs are +2 to the Rangers. And a +3 will be just enough to bring that over to Kubina, and we're off once again. 7:40 to play. Passing, Kubina will hold on to that. Loose puck if the left wing's hit is greater than or equal to 4. Bergier's a 5. Loose puck situation. Offensive right D, which right now is Kubina, versus defensive left D +2. The +2 will pull that over to Girardi, as the ice is theoretically open for somebody to do something with it. Moving over to Roosevelt. Loose puck if the left wing's hit is greater than or equal to 8. Kozlov's a 1. 24 for Roosevelt. He'll make a pass. That'll go up to Lizen. 7 minutes to play. Lizen with the puck. He'll pass that over to Girardi. Loose puck if the right wing's hit is greater than or equal to 4. Armstrong is a 3. 27 for Girardi. He'll make a pass, as once again the Rangers are looking for an outlet. That'll go up to Lizen. 6:40 to play. Over to Bergier. Interception if the right wing and right D's defense is greater than or equal to 11. They're in 8. 37 for Rogier. He's going to make a pass. That'll move back to Lizen. 6:20 to play. That'll go over to Girardi. Penalty if the right D's penalty, I should say, is greater than or equal to 2. Kubin is a 3. 33 will be a pass, so that'll get touched up. And 4 if the opponent's penalty is 5 or high, plus the opponent's penalty is 5 or higher. Roosevelt is a 3, so Kubin is going off for a minor penalty. He's going off for hooking, as the Rangers are about to go back on the power play once again. Right, we go without the center this time. Okay, so we got a little 4-on-3 here until the matching minors are over. Face-offs right now are +2 to Atlanta, which will go over to Popovich, and we've got the matching minors are over, so now the Rangers are on the power play. That's where we are. Passing over to Schubert. Interception if the center and left wing's defense is greater than or equal to 10. They're a 4. 19, that'll get cleared the length of the ice. And that'll be the left wing, that'll be Brazier tracking that down for the Rangers. 5:40 to play. That'll get passed over to Roosevelt. Forced dump in if the center's defense is greater than or equal to 2. White's a 3. That'll get dumped in. And on the dump in, that'll be a puck battle. Offensive right wing versus defensive left D +5. That'll move it over to Schubert for the Thrashers. 5:20 to play here in the third. Passing up to Armstrong. Takeaway if the right wing's take is greater than or equal to 5. Lizen's a 4. A 20 will get cleared the length of the ice. That'll be Lizen tracking that puck down. 5 minutes to play. Passing over to Girardi. Forced dump in if the right wing's defense is greater than or equal to 7. Armstrong is a 3. A 6 on the power play is going to be a shot 1 against Hedberg. With a 26 on a shot 1, that's a rebound chance. Offensive left D versus defensive right D +2. The +2 is not enough to pull that over from Girardi. He'll have that with a 12. That'll be a giveaway. And right wing break greater than or equal to 8. It is not. Armstrong will have control of that puck. 4:40 to play on a huge penalty kill by the Thrashers here. I'm getting my extra deck ready to go. That'll get passed over to the right defenseman, Popovich. Loose puck if the lefty's hit is greater than or equal to 3. Girardi's a 4, so that'll be a loose puck. Home center, Drury with it for the Rangers. Penalty on the Thrashers is over. We're back to even strength. Arena not happy. Passing over to Brazier. Loose puck if the right D's hit is greater than or equal to 8. Armstrong, actually that's Popovich, who's a 4 on the hit. Brazier will stay upright with the puck. A 4 will be a shot 0 against Hedberg. That'll be a 20 on a shot 0, a rebound chance. Offensive right wing, that's Lizen. He's got it with a 21. That'll be another shot 0. An 81, that'll get dropped off. And that'll be Schubert tracking that down for the Thrashers. 4 minutes to play here in the third period, and we've got line changes once again. Oop. Schubert should still be on the ice as he's got the puck. Okay. Now he'll get off the ice as he's passing that over to Bogosian. Penalty if the lefty's penalty is greater than or equal to 6. Delzato's a 2. Bogosian will have that with a 32. Our first pair? Yep, that's our first pair. So Bogosian's got it with a 32. He'll make a pass. That'll go up to Bolton. As now the Thrashers are looking to kill clock. 3:40 to play. That'll get passed over to Thorburn. Takeaway if the right D's take is greater than or equal to 4. Stahl's a 3. 30 is going to be a pass. And that'll move over to Bogosian. 3:20 to play. That'll get passed up to Riesener. Forced dumping if the lefty's defense is greater than or equal to 2. Delzato's a 3. That puck's going to get dumped in. And on the dump in, that'll be a puck battle. Offensive left wing Bolton versus defensive right D +2. Without the +2, Stahl will have that. 3 minutes to play as the Rangers are looking for the equalizer. Passing that over to Delzato. Forced dump in if the right wing defense greater than or equal to 8. Thorburns at 2. 37, that's going to be an assist chance for Delzato. Setting up Kotelik with a 9. That'll be a shot 3 against Hedberg on a one-timer. 44 on a shot 3 is a rebound chance because Hedberg's not cold. It's not a goal, so it's a rebound. Offensive right D versus defensive left wing +1. That'll be over to Stahl with a 27. He'll make a pass, and that'll move back to Kotelik. 2:40 to play here in the third as the Rangers are getting some offensive zone pressure. Passing over to Christensen. Penalty if the right wing's penalty is greater than or equal to 3. Thorburn is a 5. 32 is going to be a pass, so that'll get touched up. We'll check the penalty. Possible goalie penalty. Hedberg's not rated for penalties. I don't see. No. So yeah, since it looks like that's just going to be a stoppage of play. And now, nope, still not raining. So that'll just be a stoppage of play as the puck sails out of play, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Hedberg. Face-offs right now are +1 to Atlanta. That'll go over to Thorburn on a big defensive zone win, and we're off once again here in the third period. That'll get passed over to Bogosian. Penalty if the left wing's penalty is greater than or equal to 7. Christensen is a 2. A 32 for Bogosian. He's going to make a pass. That'll move up to Riesener. 2 minutes left in the game. We have our last round of line changes. Rangers are now desperate for the equalizer. Something looked a little bit screwy with one of my pairings, but never mind that. Okay. Riesener with the puck for the Thrashers. That'll get passed over to Kubina. He'll get off the puck as Antropov will join his line mates. Takeaway if the lefties' take is greater than or equal to 3. Redden is a 3. We'll probably be looking for the empty attacker for Lundqvist before too long here. That'll get passed up to Prospel. Penalty if the center's penalty is greater than or equal to 7. Antropov is a 3. 12 is going to be a shot 1 against Hedberg, though. A 60 on a shot 1. That'll be a save made by Hedberg, and he'll hold on for the face-off. Just getting a quick drink before we jump into the last couple minutes of the third period. Faceoffs are even, and this is a huge offensive zone draw to the right of Hedberg. Everybody's watching. That will go over to Kubina as the Thrashers get a gigantic win out of that. Ticking down time. That'll go up to Afinogenov. Interception if the left wing and lefty's defense is greater than or equal to 7. Avery and Redden are a 6. 36 is an assist chance. Setting up Hainsey with a 19. That'll be a shot 1 against Lundqvist. A 92. Lundqvist will drop that off. For the right wing, that'll be Gaborik. 1 minute to play, and we're going to get the extra attacker out for... We're going to get the extra attacker out for the Rangers. Passing over to Prospel. Interception of the lefty and right D's defense is greater than or equal to 11. Hainsey and Kubina are a 9. 10 for Prospel. That's going to be a shot 4 against Hedberg. A 46 on a shot 4. And Hedberg's hot, so that's a rebound chance. Defensive left wing, Kovalchuk with that one. 40 seconds to play. Passing over to the right D. Penalty if the center's penalty is greater than or equal to 2. Prospel is a 2. 35, that's going to be a pass. That'll get touched up. 12, and the opponent, if the penalty is 3 or higher. We're going to have matching minors here. And both of them are going off for slashing as we're getting a little bit chippy here in the third period. As the Rangers are looking for the equalizer. And I'm just going to double check how empty net goals and how the empty net works. Team without the... Okay, so I'm just double checking something here. Pulling the goalie Any shot that require a goalie save. Okay? So yeah, anything that requires a goalie save is going to be an empty net goal. Just double checking how that works. And that penalty would stretch into overtime if the Rangers can somehow get the equalizer here. Despite the penalty, they'll still be using their power play section. Face-offs are even. +1, that'll come over to the home team. We'll flip over another card. Visitor gets kicked out. Face-offs are still even. Now Gabrick gets kicked out, so that's a Fenegenov against Avery. Avery gets kicked out. Gabrick back in. That'll come over to Redden. And we've got one last burst here for the Rangers. That'll get passed up to Avery. Interception if the right wing and right D's defense is greater than or equal to 8. They're a 7. 16 for Avery is going to be a shot 2 on Hedberg. 76 on a shot 2. Hedberg will make the save. He'll smother that, and he'll get the face-off. Face-offs are even once again. Right D for the visitor, that's Kubina, but there's the horn to end the game. The Atlanta Thrashers pick up a huge win here on the road as they win 3-2 over the Rangers to send the Madison Square Garden crowd home unhappy. Arena groans. Ugh. Of course, you guys know the drill by now. We are not done yet because we have to ask the rest of the NHL. We have to ask Final Score how the rest of the NHL fared in this block. So let me get my usual round of cleanup done, and then we will see to exactly that. And the rough stuff seems like it wants to come in to pay a visit tonight. If all my third periods go that quickly, I could start using full Inside the Crease games during these replays. That's the main reason I've hesitated on using Inside the Crease on replays is for the weeknight considerations. I'm going to reset the scoreboard because I do like to use that if I need to score shootouts. I'm just making sure that's all good to go. Let's see here. Right, there are my scoring charts. Okay. I'm going to bring my drink over as well. And we are now set to ask our friends at Downey Games via Final Score Hockey how the rest of the NHL fared. The Thrashers held on for a 3-2 victory over the Rangers tonight. Kovalchuk was the difference maker in this one. But let's see how the rest of the NHL fared here. We'll start off here on November 12th with the Panthers and the Bruins. Panthers, G43, That is 3. Bruins, H46 is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Both teams are in E under pressure. A 42 won't do anything for the Panthers, but a 66 might for the Bruins. Can the Panthers stop them? With a 46, no, they can't stop them, and the Bruins will win that game 4-3 in the late stages. Canucks at the Red Wings. Both teams are Ks. Canucks roll an 11. That's a 0. Red Wings roll a 32. That is 3. Red Wings take that one 3-0. Senators and the Flyers. Senators, F54 is 3. Flyers, J23, that is 2. Pressure situation for the Flyers. Flyers are a D under pressure. A 24, though, won't get it done. The Senators will take that one 3-2. Canadiens and the Coyotes. Canadiens, E33 is 2. Coyotes, J41, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Canadiens. The Canadiens are an E under pressure. Coyotes are a B. An E34, though, won't get it done for the Canadiens. The Coyotes will take that one 3-2. Devils and the Penguins. Devils, E51. E51 is 3. Penguins, O52 is 5. And the Penguins get an offensive flurry and win that one 5-3. Stars and the Sharks. Stars, G56 is 4. Sharks, K62 is 5. Pressure situation for the Stars. Stars are an E under pressure with their net empty. 51 won't get it done, though. The Sharks will take that one 5-4. Predators and the Blues. Predators, G21 is 1. G21 is 1. Blues, J52 is 4. The Blues will take that one 4-1. Wild and the Lightning. Wild, G44 is 3. Lightning, H36 is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Both teams are in E under pressure. Canadiens with a 32 can't do anything with it. A 64 might do it for the Lightning, though. Can the Canadiens stop them? Not with a horrible roll like an 11. The Lightning will take that one 4-3. Kings and the Thrashers. Kings, I-42 is 3. Thrashers, K61 is 5. Thrashers take that one 5-3. Flames and the Sabres. Flames, E45 is 2. Sabres, Flames were E45. Sabres, L42 is 3. Pressure situation for the Flames. The Flames are a D under pressure. But a 32 won't do anything for the Flames. The Sabres will win that one 3-2. Islanders and the Hurricanes, both Gs. Islanders roll a 60. Both teams we said are Gs. Yep, Islanders roll a 62. That is 4. Hurricanes roll a 56. That is also 4. Pressure situations all around. Both teams are Es under pressure. 23 won't do anything for the Islanders. As much as the 15 will do anything for the Hurricanes. We are going to overtime. Hurricanes with a chance to win first. A G55 will get it done for the Hurricanes. They will win that one 5-4. Ducks and the Blue Jackets. Ducks, K56 is 4. Blue Jackets, F53 is 3. Pressure situation for the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets are an E under pressure. A 44 won't get it done, though. The Ducks will take that win 5-4. Maple Leafs and the Blackhawks in an original 6 matchup. Maple Leafs, E21 is 1. Blackhawks, J44 is 3. The Blackhawks would take that one 3-1. Wild and the Capitals. Wild, E31 is 2. Capitals, O43 is 4. Capitals will win that one 4-2. Canucks and the Avalanche. Canucks starting to cool off a little bit here, maybe. K15 is 1, right? No, K15 is 2. Avalanche, L55 is 4. Avalanche will take that win 4-2. Actually, we're on November 14th now. And now I think it is raining, and it is raining. Okay, just checking that out. Sounded like it was starting to rain now. Ducks and the Red Wings are both H's. Ducks roll a 24. What did we say? Both H's? Yes. Ducks roll a 24. That is 2. Red Wings roll a 64. That is 5. Red Wings will beat up on the Ducks 6-2. Or 5-2. Islanders and the Panthers. Islanders, I-52 is 4. Panthers, E44. E44 is 2. Islanders will take that game 4-2. Oh, this is a long block today. Capitals and the Devils. Capitals, L66 is 8. Devils, J33 is going to be a lot less than 8. That's 3. The Capitals will win that one 8-3. Canadiens and the Predators. Get that last die in there. All right. Canadiens, E25 is 1. E25 is 1. Predators, K33 is 3. The Predators will take that one 3-1. Rangers and the Senators. Rangers, F34 is 2. Senators, J36, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Rangers. Rangers are an E under pressure. But a 34 won't do anything for the Rangers. The Senators will take that 3-2. Sabres and the Flyers. Sabres, H14 is 1. Flyers, L13 is also 1. Pressure situations all around. Sabres are a C under pressure. Flyers are a D. C35 won't do anything for the Sabres. Neither will a D21 for the Flyers. So we are going to overtime. Flyers with a chance to win first. Flyers and L36 won't do anything. But an H56 will for the Sabres. They'll take that win 2-1 in overtime. Stars and the Coyotes. Stars, G15 is 1. Actually, both teams are G's. Coyotes roll a 45. That is 3. Coyotes will take that win 3-1. Bruins and the Penguins. Bruins, E36 is 2. Penguins, O31 is 3. Pressure situation for the Bruins. Bruins are an E under pressure. A 22 won't do anything for the Bruins, though. The Penguins will win that one 3-2. Sharks and the Blues. Sharks. K33 is 3. Blues, J26, that is 2. And that's a pressure situation for the Blues. Blues are a D under pressure. 35 won't get it done for the Blues, though. The Sharks will win that one 3-2. Kings and the Lightning. Kings, I-35 is 3. Lightning, J53 is 4. Pressure situation for the Kings. Kings are a C under pressure. Let's see, Kings are the away team. A 50, a C51 won't get it done, though. The Lightning will take that one 4-3. Flames and the Maple Leafs. Flames, G24 is 2. Maple Leafs, I-33, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Flames. Flames are a D under pressure. But a 24 won't get it done. The Maple Leafs will take that win 3-2. And that will do it for block number 11 of this 2009-10 hockey season replay. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow night. For tomorrow night, we will be at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as we'll be going into Stratomatic Hockey for a matchup between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. As for what else is coming up on the channel, Saturday morning before that, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Exquisite Exandria cookbook as we make the side Trinket's Bear Claws. Sunday morning, we will be playing Space Corp 2025-2300 by GMT Games. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The Atlanta Thrashers get a second goal from Ilya Kovalchuk in the third period, and that ends up being the only goal, along with being enough to hold off the New York Rangers for a 3-2 victory here at Madison Square Garden. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.